Well, can y'all hear me? I'm. It says I'm. Dana, it says I'm live right now. It may be a delay, but I'm trying to get my picture to show up. Um, does anybody hear me now? Do you hear me now? Add the screen. Okay, I'm brand new software. Just paid. I have the worst luck with software. I don't understand that. What the problem is. I don't understand it. It says I'm on there, but it doesn't show it. Well, I'll tell you what. It doesn't show it. Hmm. I don't understand it. Remove from screen. The screen. I I don't know. I see there's three people there. Um, well, let me just go and put down some of these layers that I've looked at. Um, See if these will show up. Okay, there it shows up now. It's showing up. Me behind this. This is a new girl that we're looking for out of Siler City, um, North Carolina, 15-year-old. Just Amber Alert has been issued today for her. She's 5'3", 120 pounds, brown hair and brown eyes. Um, their first name is is Geydi. Middle name Liseth. Hernandez. Friend. It's Frrandez. I can't ever pronounce that. Okay, let's see if this one will go. I'm behind her here. I just can't get her to come off the screen. There I am. So I got a little glare up here and around, but it's a brand new software. I think it's now it went off and then came back on. So I don't know what the problem is. Maybe my internet. I'm not in the greatest spot tonight, but let me go ahead with this. Tony is not coming on tonight. He's feeling sick, so say a prayer for him. I don't know if you remember this. This guy right here was missing from Nashville. Uh, Unfortunately, they found him deceased in the river up there in Nashville, and I'm wondering if it could possibly be one of these smiley face murders. They're claiming it's no foul play, no signs of foul play, but that's been a big thing. University of Missouri student went missing after leaving downtown Nashville bar 2 weeks ago. Found Friday in the Cumberland River. No signs of foul play, but that's what That's what the smiley face killer. They had several of those kids end up in the river up there in different areas, and they claim it's a smiley face killer that it does that. And you never know. I mean, these could throw somebody in the river and they don't have any bruises or anything. It depends on how close they could get to the river. Uh, the girl we were watching also the hold on one second so I had this trouble earlier where I was trying to find the person out, a picture of the person, but the girl that was missing from Milwaukee, and she ended up being with her boyfriend out in uh, Arkansas. She still has not turned up. Let me see if I can find where I put these. I know I had those a few minutes ago. I had them. I had them out here. Okay, these are the two that the suspect is on the right. Sophia Franklin and Gary Day. Gary's got 2 felony warrants on him. I imagine for interfering with custody and maybe some type of kidnapping. She is 3 months pregnant, and where it would be probably 4 months now, maybe 5 months pregnant. I don't know exactly. She was missing since 2nd of February, so it'd be about 4 months pregnant, probably, or close to it. These are a couple pictures of. This is me. I always yawn when I'm online. These are a couple pictures of him that's different from the other one. You look at see this one right here. He looks a little older right there. He looks kind of younger right here. He is bald headed. He's wearing glasses and a hat right there, so it's something different right there. This is another picture of her, and there, she looks different in just about every picture I've seen of her. She looks a little bit larger than he is too, maybe taller. And this is the car they were in. It's a Buick. I think it's Skylark. I think that's what they said. Um, they have not found him yet. They got warrants on him now. But and I wanted to talk about too this. I don't have the picture of him. Uh, I look for it. I best I can find it. But that Sebastian boy, um, missing from Nashville area. He's been missing a year. Been a lot of stuff on other YouTubers been reporting on him, supposedly sightings and various things, and they're making a big deal out of it. The fact that a lot of people, the YouTubers and other people, have been up there in the area where he went missing and searching on foot. And I'm gonna tell you what I think. I don't think he's in that area. If he's autistic, I don't think he's in that area unless there's a big um, water up there where he could have fallen in. And they're making a big deal out of it because they say that a lot of people have been run off, threatened and run off. Well, I'm gonna tell you why that is. Probably is because a lot of that area up there where he disappeared is private property. and and in the South, or just about anywhere where you have any large areas, farmland, you don't want somebody that you don't know out there wandering around on your property, no matter what he's doing. And I doubt very seriously they're going to find him out there, just because it's been over a year. And if I had, um, if I was had a house over there on my farm, say, and me and Dina's farm out there, if we'd had a house over there and we had somebody missing, um, if it wasn't an organized search, I wouldn't want people wandering around my property just, you know, to say they're out there hunting for somebody missing, because um, a lot of these people have cattle they don't want to get out, and people are notorious about leaving the gates open if you got cows. And I looked earlier today, just looking at what the cows prices are. A cow calf pair will run you around $4,500. So you have 10, most of these people have like 50 or 100 head of cows. You're talking about $1 million maybe in cattle. So $100,000 worth of cattle. I just would not want a lot of people wandering around my fields out there with my cattle, because you never know. One thing, they get hurt and they sue you. And another thing is that chances are that he's like within a mile of where he went missing, his house out there, I think, are very slim, because they've searched and searched on horseback and four wheeler and everything. They just haven't. I don't think that's a great idea about going up there. I'm fairly close, and when we were up there and seeing my son, we could very easily drive over there and walk around out there. But I don't think it's going to do any good. I don't think it is. Now, if any of y'all have Netflix, I would highly suggest that you watch the documentary on Gabby Petito's missing person case. Um, a lot of stuff that I didn't know about involved in that um, is on there. Um, just to about how they got a lot of the information about uh, the Brian guy, her killer, her boyfriend and killer. He actually had got a ride into Jackson, or from Jackson, by a lady in a Jeep that dropped him off on the road. He didn't want her to go down there, but dropped him off on the road. And the fact that he did, when he came home, and he claimed that she was left out there in a motel, and his parents refused to let the police talk to him. And it's just a whole lot of stuff that I remember that part of the case, but still, it's more of a documentary rather than just like a movie, but it's pretty interesting. Um, but anyway, I hope that this software is going to do good for us, because it just doesn't. Well, I wanted StreamYard, I did, but StreamYard was 500, basically about $500 a year, and because I'll be honest with you, we don't have enough. I mean, we've had as many as 2,000 people on here at one time on night, um, when the Morphe thing was going on, and we were lucky to have 25 a night here. We've got 5 now. Um, we're lucky to have that, and um, right there. Lost connection for a second. With our trip coming up, we got a trip going. We're going to. Uh, I'm going to have a medical procedure done on my back on the 5th next month, March. Yeah. Yeah. Just for a second, I'm going back home. And after that, we are going to Nashville, and then we're going to California. But we're going to stop on a few places on the way out to California. And then from California, we're going to work our way up through Death Valley, Yosemite, and a few places to get to Canadian border. We're crossing into Canada in May. late May. Then we're going to be in Canada for about 3 or 4 weeks on our way to Alaska. We're going to be with about 3 or 4 other YouTubers. And we're going to be very busy on our other channel. Now, that's no excuse for letting this channel lag, but I've tried to get Tony to pick it up while I'm gone. Now, he may do it. I'm going to do everything in my power to get him to do it. If he won't do it, if he's too busy, problem is Tony's got girls. He's got 2 girls that are very busy in high school. And when you do a live program like this, it's very difficult because you got to say, okay, on Thursday nights, I can't do anything. If I did a regular program where it was not live, I could do it. It would be no problem to do it, and I may go to that. I may go to just because I still want to highlight missing people. What I may do is just go to a straight recorded program when we go out west, and in the nights that I can go live, I'll go live. But I I don't know that if that's what I'll do, but um, there's a possibility that that may be what the channel turns into. I don't know, but you got to understand. You know, sometimes when we travel like today, I'm exhausted right now. I drove most of the way. Dina drove about 2 hours, 3 hours. How long did you drive?
At least 3 hours.
She says at least 3 hours. She drove from Montgomery, outside of Montgomery to almost up here. So, but it's just, and we had a little incident just coming out of Gulf Shores down there where we had a pin slide out of the blue ox that holds the Jeep on the back, and the Jeep almost left the vehicle. If we hadn't had some safety change and other things on it, it might have done that. It did hit the RV, put a little dent in the side of the Jeep, not in the Jeep itself, but in the bumper. But so anyway, we had to do that on the side of the road fix that for about 30 minutes or so. But anyway, I don't know if you think that might be a good idea that we just put together something and show some missing people on every Thursday, even on I could do that where I put together like a theme of different people that we want to highlight as missing, and then when we can go live, we go live. It just takes so much because when we are going, especially when we're going through Alaska, I don't see it. I don't see us. It's first off, I'm not sure how much internet I'm going to have. We got Starlink, but if I've heard about some areas in Alaska that they don't even get there. So I don't know. I know that they don't send satellites, a lot of satellites over areas that don't have any population in them. So I don't know, or very little population. But anyway, we'll do the best we can and to try to keep it up. And while we're in down here in the lower 48, we'll try to get on every Thursday. Now, what I would like to move it back down to 7 o'clock Central Time on Thursday nights, or even change the nights. I don't know yet. I'm going to look at what is kind of the best way to do it, and then if you think it would work, if it looks like we're not going on our way out west, if we're going to be busy, or if we've got something coming up on the Thursday, that we just put out a regular video on Thursday nights of people that are in the area. Then I need y'all to send some information to me on anybody in your area that is missing that you want us to highlight. But just like this on the 5th of, I don't know what day is the 5th even of next month. What day is it?
Wednesday.
All right, on Wednesday I'm having this procedure. I don't know what I'm gonna feel like Thursday. I don't know if I'm gonna feel like doing it Thursday. I'm having an RFA, radio frequency ablation to my back, and sometimes I don't have any problem at all. Sometimes sitting up like this even is going to be an issue. So I'll just have to see how it, you know, how it's done. You talking about that Gabby Petito thing? Was it done truthfully? Yes. Good. It was pretty good. I mean, they did not make the parents look good at all of Brian. In fact, I believe honestly they could probably get. Well, I'm surprised if Gabby Petito's parents do not sue the Brian's parents for willful helping of him. His mother wrote him, and not to give away everything, but it'll come up in the movie. But the mother wrote him a letter and basically said, "I'll be with you if you need me to hide the body." Talking about if you hurt somebody, all you got to do is call. If you need me to go help you hide the body, I'll bring the plastic bags and all this. I mean, if you need me to help you chop, I mean, it was gross, really. You need me to help you chop up, like chop up the person. It was like, she basically told him, "I help you." I just cannot believe one that they did not know what really happened, because the police came up checking on them. They had a check welfare, both of them, and they were saying, can Brian come out and tell us where Gabby's at?" And they said, "Talk to our lawyer." That was it. So, I mean, why? If I had my son here and he'd been with his girlfriend, and that police come out and said, "Hey, can you tell us where so and so is?" I'd say, "Hey, Dakota, come back here and tell us where you saw her last time you saw her." I wouldn't have a problem with it at all. But if I knew that my son had done something and the police were asking something, you're going to say, contact your attorney. That's what you're going to do if you want to protect your son. However, you know, if they didn't know anything was wrong, or even if they knew she was in a hotel, well, okay, well, it kicked me off again. We're not in a great place right here. We're kind of in a valley among the trees, and the satellites on the back of the RV. Huh? We're mooch docking on our cousin's farm. We don't have power. We don't have water. We got solar. We're on our solar, and are on our satellite. So we're gonna be here 2 weeks off grid. So we prefer this type of camping really if it's warm, and I think it's going to be tonight. I think it'll be down about 30, in the high 30s, but we'll be all right. So anyway, go and watch that if you have it, Netflix. And if you don't want to pay for Netflix, I'm gonna tell you a way to do it. And I've heard other people say this, and I don't think it's anything wrong with it. They'll give you a week free. Just sign up for a week and then try it out. And then at the end of the week, if you don't want to keep it, cancel it. But you can see that show anyway. Uh, but anyway, that's about all I have tonight. I know it's just 24 minutes, but I, I really have, just like I said, I'm kind of beat from the traveling today. And we took a back roads this today. We took the off the beaten path. We drove through the eastern part of Alabama and not on the interstate. So it was something. But anyway, if you think Mac, you said you think her parents tried to sue his parents. Well, I don't see why not they wouldn't get a judgment, because after that Netflix, if I was sitting on the jury and didn't know anything about this case, and I was sitting on the jury, I would have awarded them something more, probably a couple $100,000. And the one thing Dina had to remind me about, his parents went straight. I mean, they were looking all over that swamp for him out there. They had warrants on him and everything. Finally, his parents just went right to the place where he used to camp, found his stuff out there, and within 30 minutes found his remains. But so why not tell the police right away where he's at, try to get him before he did something to himself, and you know, but his parents just said, and apparently he had a plastic bag with a bunch of notes in there. He wrote 2 or 3 letters to his parents, kind of like farewell letters. And another thing he told there, and it's all explained in that documentary, which is really good, but for some reason, I thought he shot her, because he did have a gun. They did travel with a gun that she even was seen. They did show a video of her shooting the gun, and he shot it too. But I thought he shot her, but he didn't. And the way he staged the crime scene, it's something else too. He makes up this thing about how she died when she didn't die that way. But anyway,
think he had something to do with those 2 other women.
It very well could be. I mean, he had definitely, even when they, you know, Dina had said, when the 2 police officers stopped them in Moab, when they were seen slapping each other around and everything, Dina said, well, why didn't they arrest him then? Well, unfortunately, they would have had to arrest her and him. Both of them they probably should have put both of them in jail. But if anybody would have had to go to jail, one person, they would have arrested her. Although I probably, because he had some scratches on his face and he had a blood spot here where a nail hit his face. But you had a witness that said that they saw her getting slapped around by him. So if you're going to put anybody in jail, you probably would have had to put them both in jail. Because domestic violence, when you're law enforcement, you have a duty to arrest no matter what. And you might have to arrest females sometimes, you might have to arrest males sometimes, or you may have to arrest them both. When there's not a child involved, a lot of times you arrest them both. Let the judge sort it out.
What did they think about the 2 women that saw them fighting and then ended up?
Yeah, how do y'all feel about that? The 2 women that were camping nearby and complained about a weird guy that had stopped by their camp a few times and basically had saw them fighting, and
they had even asked.
I think she had worked or went down to the pizza place, and they asked her, hey, are you okay? They were they were lesbians, and they were married on the honeymoon, is what I understand it. And they both got killed. And we're not, Dina's thinking that maybe he had something to do with that, because he was jealous to start off with. And it didn't matter if you're male or female, he was a jealous individual. But anyway, I would suggest go watch that documentary. I think it was put together pretty good.
They said they don't believe in coincidences either. The fact that those girls were dead before they left.
According to what I've read and police and everything, that they have a suspect in those. They didn't arrest anybody yet, but they have a suspect. I don't know who that suspect is, but I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the Mac, you're right. That did. The letter said burn after reading this.
Yeah.
One of the letters did. The mother said burn after reading this. Man, I tell you what, that's manipulative. She needs. I would, if nothing else, they could have put her in jail for accessory after the fact. It's a felony. Well, it's a felony here. I don't know if it's a felony in Colorado or wherever this was. Florida, maybe. Um, well, Colorado's got some weird laws, though. Looking into that Morphew case, Colorado's got some weird laws.
Said they caught the killer. It was someone else they knew.
Yeah, I don't know. Um,
that guy could probably use that killing as a way to possibly get off, though.
Yeah. Well, anyway, go watch it if you get a chance, and if you want to. I mean, I know that Netflix has got different stages and levels of that you can join. Some of them are like $9 a month, and the others, I think we're up there. We're up there high amount. I don't know how much we are, but um, I like to watch a lot of crime stuff, and um, that's where that that's what I do. But anyway, we'll try to do something where we have something on here on every Thursday, whether it's a video. If I can do live, I will do live. But I just um, after I have this procedure, I do not know if I feel like it. That's to be honest. Okay, well, thank you for tuning in, and I'm gonna try to again. I just bought this software about 20 minutes ago, and downloaded a few things to it. I do like it. It just I will have to get used to it, and if I can figure out how to get Tony to be able to sign in on it, he might be able to get on sometimes when I'm not available too. But thank y'all a lot for sticking with me. Uh, I'll do this thing. I don't care if we only have 5 people on here. It will not matter to me. And if we can still do if we can do the live and it's where I can do it, I'll do it. But let's try it 7 o'clock next Thursday. And if we want to move it around after I have my procedure, if it looks like I'm sore and don't feel like sitting up for a long time, um, we'll change it a little bit. But I'm not going to do much for about 7 days after that procedure because I don't want to mess it up like I did last time. Okay, well, thank y'all, and I appreciate y'all staying with me, and we hope to get with you next time. See y'all. God bless you.